they show you that it's bullets in the chamber, because gun violence is not a thing that's like, you aren't worried about gun violence in Ghana. That's one of the things that I like about it.
Ghana, we need to talk about pickpocketing. It's one of the biggest downsides of living in a country with high tourism rates. Up until now, I was unaffected by all of it until I had something happen directly to me. And what happened can actually leave people highly inconvenienced, extremely pissed off, and in some cases, traumatized. Sometimes it can feel like society is urging us as travelers to be just extremely gracious and timid. But I think that only makes it easier for us to come off as targets. Right now, we're talking about what happens when you get challenged by someone's ill nature. So, out of the corner of my eye, I see a guy approaching on a motorbike, and he beelines directly to me like he's gonna run me over or something. And typically, when we hear the stories about the pickpockets in Ghana, it's usually two on a bike. Both are probably wearing helmets. Sometimes they don't, but so he didn't strike me as, oh, he was gonna try and rob me at first. So I mean, my guard was put up, but I was thinking he was maybe trying to just get to know me or try and be my friend first. So he's mumbling under his breath, and I'm not sure what he's saying exactly. And I end up telling him, hey, I don't like your energy, so I need you to step for me, in a nutshell. And he's like, oh, you don't like my energy? Why don't you like my energy? And I said, I just don't, like, please. And he like pump fakes me. He acts like he's going to ride away, but he just 360s and beelines directly to me again. So now I'm definitely like, this guy's off his rocker. This is gonna be a bigger situation than what I initially thought it was. And now he's not mumbling. He, clear as day, says, give me your phones or I'm gonna shoot you. And I'm like, I can see you just as clear as you can see me. The man didn't have a gun, you know? In some situations, they may have a weapon or may not. I was blessed enough to see that he didn't have a weapon, and I called him out. You don't have a gun. So what are you talking about? And so now we're kind of going back and forth, and now I'm getting upset because you look at me and you thought you had an easy target. Not around here, partner. So I'm like, no, not around here. So we're kind of going back and forth. We're arguing, and I am cursing him out, and I'm screaming. In situations like this, it's best to be as loud as you can so other people around you can take notice and take action as to what's going on. So I'm cursing him out. He is, people are starting to look and notice what's going on. So he rides away, and I'm still cursing him out, screaming and shouting as he's going down the road. Mind you, I said I was with my little brother. My little brother was, thankfully, he wasn't like super close to where we were, but he was far away to where he could kind of peep what was going on. So afterwards, I was grateful that a small group of women did come to check on me to make sure I was okay, and they told me their own grievances about pickpocketing and thievery, their own issues. I was grateful that they were there, and it was still middle of the day. The guy didn't have a weapon, but I do feel like I had my own weapon, which was my voice. I'm sure we saw that video of the old lady grabbing the pickpocket by her hair and holding her there. I think that was in Paris or something. And we saw that video and we laughed at it, but I want to say that there is beauty in physical and in mental strength, you know? Holding your own and saying, hey, it may be normal for you, but this is not normal for me, and I will not allow that. Don't allow anyone to disrespect your feelings, especially when they disregard yours. Many of us can feel conditioned to hold our tongues and silence ourselves. If someone has good intentions towards you, then they will not put you in a situation that requires you to have your guard up. That goes for strangers just as well as it goes for friends and family. Not everyone deserves access to your kindness. Always listen to that gut feeling, which is your intuition. I may not be the richest. I may not have the best communication, and I damn sure am not the smartest, but I make it my goal to be the most noble. I don't condone violence in any way, shape, or form. And I'm grateful that he didn't do anything worse. And I can acknowledge that not everyone leaves these situations all in one piece, or like mentally all in one piece. I'm just really grateful and appreciative of the support system that I have. I have an amazing family who was there to check on me and to follow up with everything that happened, as well as great friends who made sure that my mental was okay. Again, I don't condone violence, but I do condone self defense. So if you can keep some type of pepper spray or take a self defense class or something, it's not about violence, it's about protection. This is my own personal can of military. You see, they blacked out, they spray painted. Let me show this camera too. They spray painted the brand because it's military duty grade. So if you're out there and you try to rob me next time, I got something for you. Okay. So if your life is being threatened and you have the will to live, may the best man win. So on that note, guys, I want you to remember that you're not just your words, you are also your actions. I don't want to give you guys any homework or any reflection time today because I'm going to automatically choose silence for all of us. I want to leave us in this space where we can find time to listen to our voice and listen to our own intuition. So if a situation happens like this, and it may not even be you were in a attempted robbery, it may even be someone that's just testing you, you can find time, listen to that gut. Is this person truly threatening me? Or, and how do I take control? How do I get my power back in this situation? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's all this video is about. It's not to bash Ghana or anything. Ghana, yes, we do need to have a deeper conversation about just thieving and pickpocketing. Like I'm sure we've all seen the videos of the car videos where the people are snatching the phones and stuff like that, which is another topic because that didn't happen to me. But I will say what we do and how we move can interpret how other people treat us. So if we keep these tips in mind, then you'll be good in any high tourist country you go to. So if you guys are interested in this type of content, because I do focus more on just the wellness and just holistic kind of vibes, but if you guys want more social commentary of day-to-day life in Ghana, please let me know and write it in the comments, subscribe, and I will get that to you because I do think it's time for a bigger conversation to be had from young expats and diasporas such as myself. So thank you guys for watching. We will tune in really soon, and bye.